one pop don't crack. My stomach is grumbling. I haven't eaten in like 10 minutes, and I need something that's gonna stick to my guts, alright? So we're gonna make the pumpkin, the pine nut, and the rosemary risotto. Stick around.
Pinenut, baila hanky panky. Hey baby, baila hanky panky. Pinenut, baila hanky panky. Pinenut, baila hanky panky. Pinenut, baila hanky panky. Oh yeah.
Now risotto is Italian for super yum. No? Hey man, I don't even know Spanish. How am I expected to know any Italian? Anyway, you're going to need arborio rice, capsicum for color, onions and garlic, parmesan, pine nuts, rosemary, and of course, pumpkin. Here's some I prepared earlier. You'll also need to bring a pot of stock to the boil. It's about 8 to 12 cups, but if you run out, just add some more. While you're waiting for that, chop your onion and crush your garlic. Or just use magic. Then cook them till soft in a deep pan with a little oil, which gives you time to chop your capsicum and cook your pumpkin. You want to pre-cook your pumpkin too. You can boil it, steam it, but I'm going to roast it because it really enhances the flavor. I've tossed in my pine nuts there too. I'm going to throw it in, about 150, and then just cook it until it's done. Onion and garlic are soft. Now you want to take your rice and add it to the pan, heating it up and coating it in the oil. How much? Well, how hungry are you, I say? It should sizzle when it hits that pan, though. I love that sizzle. Now, if you're an adult, you can add some white wine at this point to the risotto and to your glass. So now we're going to keep the stock on like a rolling boil, just under a boil, simmering, and transfer it half a cup at a time over to the pan. Once it hits the pan, you gotta stir it constantly. Now risotto ain't hard. You just gotta have patience. You can't neglect it like a foster child. You gotta stir it constantly. Once the last cup is absorbed, add the next one. It's gonna take you about 30 to 40 minutes. You'll find a lot of people that'll tell you they can do it in 20 minutes. You also find a lot of people with crunchy risotto too, alright? If I can get you guys to do one thing for me on this recipe, it's take your time. If the stock is evaporating straight away, you got it too hot. If it's sitting there just looking like soup, you ain't got it hot enough, alright? You gotta ride the heat, adjusting as you go. Think of yourself as a motorcycle rider, easing the throttle around corners. So here we are, the essence of cooking. Slowing it down, waiting around. I probably got time to tell you guys a joke. No? No time? Alright, maybe next episode. No? Okay. It's been about 30 minutes now. The risotto is starting to look all nice and creamy. I'm gonna add my pumpkin, my pine nuts, rosemary, and my capsicum. Save the capsicum for last. We want it to go soft but still retain a little bit of that crunch, just like my mama used to make it back at Siesta. Throw in the last of your stock and give it a good few more minutes. Oh man, that rosemary smells so delicious. Huele de maravilla. Lastly, take it off the heat, mix in some grated parmesan, and throw it on a plate. If you want to get all fancy, add some more cheese and a sprig of rosemary to the top. Ooh la la. Now, if that don't stop my tummy rumbling, I'll order a pizza. But I guarantee you, this will be the best, the pumpkin, the pine nut, and the rosemary risotto I've eaten all day. Or as Miguel calls it, creamy ricey thing. This is Lukio for One Pot Punk Rock. Buenos noches, bitches. Hey, where's my fork?